Hi everyone. I hope you all are great and I hope you're doing fine. Today we will have related words. First, you have to log in using the aplusstudent.com. Click on your name, move on to language at the grade 3. The chapter is related words and the lesson is other items from most general to most specific. Select the members of a group. Alright, so when a word is more general, So when a word is more general than other word, it describes a larger group of things. Okay? So more general describes larger group. And then when the word is more specific, it describes what? Smaller sets. Okay, so that's what we need to take note of. All right, so it describes smaller set of things within the larger group. So when we have more general, it's what describes a larger group, the big group, and then more specific, just like the name specific, describes a smaller set of things within the larger group. Okay. So, for example, we have the word bird describes any animal with feathers and wings. All right. The word crow describes a certain type of bird. So you can see that the crow is more what specific than bird. So bird is like more general because it's like talking about all the birds, and then crow is more specific because it tells us that it's a certain kind of bird with the crow. So using more specific words can add details to your writing. You can use more general words when details are not as important. So if you're using the more general, it simply just means that it's really not necessary to give more details, okay? But when you use more specific, then it gives more detail to your writing. So let's look at some examples, okay? All right, so we have Order the item from most general to most specific. So we have what's Victoria Falls, Natural Wonder, and then Wonder. So if you're organizing it in most specific, it will be what? Wonder, Natural Wonder, and Victoria Falls. Okay. So next up we have order the item from most general to specific, yeah? So we have what? Person, poet, writer. And what will be the right pattern? It'll be what? Person first, writer. So person, writer, and then a poet. Okay, because person is most general and then writer is more specific. So a writer is a person who does a certain thing, and then poet is the most specific. A poet is a certain kind of writer. Okay, all right. So we have what? Milk, chocolate milk, and then drink. So of course, drink is what? Drink, milk, chocolate milk. Okay, so we have drink, milk, chocolate milk. All right, so move on to the test. Okay, so order the item from most general to most specific. Most general, we have insect, honeybee, bee, and most specific. So what is the right order? So most general to most specific. So we have what? First to second, share your answers with me. So if we say the first one, it's incorrect, but the second is correct because we have insect first, we have bee, and then honeybee. Okay, so the most general is the insect. Of course, insect is the first. So from insects, we can have bees. Okay, so a certain bee is a kind of insect, right? Now from bee, we have honeybee, which is specific. So the honeybee is a certain kind of bee. Okay. So arrange this in order to from most general to most specific. So we have I want each one of you on the chat to send in your answers as we go on with the test, okay? So we have cake, dessert, and birthday cake. What is the right order? All right, so we have cake, desserts, birthday. So which one? So is it cake, dessert, birthday cake, or what's the right order here? All right, so we have desserts, cake, and then birthday cake because dessert is like the general name for all of them. Okay, so we have Victoria Falls, Natural Wonder, and Wonder. What's the right one here? The right order. All right, so we have Wonder, Natural Wonder, and then Victoria Falls. So Reptile. All right, so we have Reptile, T Rex, and Dinosaur. So what is the right order for this? So we have what? Reptile, Dinosaur, and then T Rex. So we have passing, Babe Ruth, and baseball player. What's the right order for this? All right, so we have what? Person, baseball player, and then Babe Ruth. So cat, tiger, mammal. What's the right one here? So we have what? Mammals, cat, and then tiger. So we have Cinderella. Okay, wait. Fairy tale, Cinderella, and then story. What's the right one here? So we have what? Story, fairy tale, Cinderella. Okay. So we have body of water, Atlantic Ocean, and then ocean. What's the right one here? The right order. Okay, so we have first one, body of water, then ocean and Atlantic Ocean. So that's it for this first lesson, which is other items from most general to most specific. Move on to the next, which is select the members of a group. So so basically you have to select members of a certain group. Okay, so we have let's see. So you have to pick three words that belong in the group body parts that dogs have. So we have tail, nose, ears, and beak. So you have to select the body parts that the dog has. Of course, a dog doesn't have a beak, right? So beak is for the birds. So tail, nose, and ears are words for body parts that dog have. Beak is a word for body part, but not for dogs. Okay, so you would select the ones in the group that go together. Okay, so we have two words that belong in the group things tired people do. So what do tired people do? Play, yawn, run, or snap. What do they do? So obviously they do what? They yawn and then they nap. So three words that belong in the group seasons. We have summer, winter, fall, and rainy. So what's the three words that belong in the season? Rainy is a word for kind of weather, not for season. So for season, we have summer, winter, fall, and what? Spring. Okay, move on to the test. So two words that belong in the group things that people do. Give me your answer. One or two. Which of them? All right, so we have yarn and nap, right? So BD. Okay. Three words that belong in the group female family members. Daughter, wife, uncle, aunt. Which of them? Okay, so we have daughter, wife, and aunt. So ABD. So three words that belong in the group ways to eat. What's the three words here? So we have nibble, munch, and chew. Okay. So pick the two words that belong in the group drinks. So we have coffee and drink. So AD. So three words that belong in the group temperature. So what are the three words here? So we have cold, warm, dark, and okay, so cold, warm, hot, dark is out of it. So A, C, D. All right, two words that belong in the group days of the week. So what do we have here? So we have Thursday, Saturday. So three words that belong in the group body parts that dogs have. So we have what? Tail, nose, and ears. ABC. Okay. So three words that belong in the group times of day. What's the right one here? All right, so we have morning, noon, and evening. Okay, so that's it for our lesson for today on the related words. Can you tell me if you have any questions? All right, so since we have no questions, we'll end here for today. Try to complete the first two lessons that we've done so far. When we meet again, we'll finish the last one. All right, so have a good evening. See you all next time. Bye, everyone.